You have no business posting a married man on your status.
Why would you do that?
People out here can be nasty.
Hey, that's blackmail, man.
Yeah, like you have no business.
You clearly
posting
know
someone.
he's a side nigga
Yeah.
or you're a side piece.
Yeah.
And then
just don't do it. Have your fun in peace. Eat
Yeah.
that money in peace. Take yourself easy.
The sugar daddy is going to be having his towel and
Respect
capturing
your
your moments.
sponsor's private life. And do not post
Sponsor.
them. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of Purely Candid. I'm Easy.
I'm Nadia.
And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about to post or not to post your partner. Nadia, give us a brief of what to expect in this episode.
What to expect? Like you said, we shall be pondering the question of whether or not one should post their partner. But before we get into that, we shall look at why social media is relevant in relationships today. How people actually share their relationships. Is it by posting on their statuses, or do they make lasting content on their reels? On their feed. We shall also look at the impact that has on relationships as is, and what happens when someone breaks up. You've shared your whole relationship from when you met. You've shared like the intimate stuff.
For us, the social media in-laws
and
are
now
going
we
to
are
be now
invested
waiting
in the relationships. What happens when it ends? We also want to look at our own personal, relationships. Do we share? What do we share? What are our limitations when we share? Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we shall be talking about.
Okay.
So to start us off, like I already mentioned, social media has evolved over time. From Facebook, now we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Twitter, like all these other platforms where people share a lot of stuff.
Even on LinkedIn, I see people going and posting their families and everything.
Interesting.
Haven't you ever seen Ugandan so-called celebrities posting relationships, travels,
advice,
things on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so it has really evolved over time, and it's now part of us. We live through social media. We live with social media. Yeah. And we communicate, we keep in touch with our friends, with our family, with our wider network. We also meet people on social media. So we cannot deny the fact that it is really an essential part of our lives, and also defines how we relate with each other, mostly in terms of romantic relationships. Yeah, but before that, we had communities within where we lived loudly and large. If I look at the African context, when a man met a woman, we had big ceremonies to celebrate marriages, to celebrate courtship.
Even actually before that, the time that the man introduces you to his family and friends, that was a significant
Very
time.
significant, yes.
Yeah. So I think in this current context now, it's not about now I'm going to meet, your mother, father, and siblings. It's about I'm going to post you on social media so that everyone knows. Instead of us going, and I tell all my friends, meet my girl, Easy, blah, blah, blah. I just put you on social media. So the validation of couples meeting the other person's family, I think is similar to what now has been substituted and social media is giving us. Yeah.
So looking at the past, we've always had those scenarios where people actually share their person or their significant other, whether it's in a function, like going to functions together as a couple, whether it's the celebrating of a courtship. There's always been a community aspect in relationships and how we show off or how we claim someone to be our own. Now social media makes it different because now the community is online, right? Yeah. So there is always that human need to either show off, mark their territory, or even validate, like you said. Yeah. And this is why we are now pondering this very, very, I would say, relevant question for our age at least, whether or not to post someone. So Easy. Before we get into the whether or not to post, let's look at the different ways people share people on social media. We have different platforms. Let's look at Facebook. Let's look at WhatsApp,
Twitter, IG, etc.
I think we see a lot of reels, a lot of statuses or stories. This kind of doesn't last on there, whatever, for too long. Maybe you post for 24 hours. I post statuses. I'm sure you also post statuses every now and then. I feel like that's the most common way people share.
But then that is a very temporary.
Very temporary, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's also a safe way to post if you don't want it to last forever.
Or you block other people and you just make it.
There's also the blocking aspect.
The only person who views it is that person and their close friends.
That's a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's only sharing what you want people to see, like maybe for a short time.
Yeah.
Then there's also sharing the long term, like you would maybe make a post on your feed. If it's on your maybe Instagram or if it's on your Facebook, it's on your feed. This feed is forever going to be on your account unless you delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one there lasts for more than 24 hours.
It's there up until it's taken off.
Yeah. I think more recently we have couples that create content maybe for brands.
Yeah.
So they do like the couple content, let me say. We've seen some couples.
Yes,
I think mostly in the content creator space. We have those maybe influencer couples.
Yeah.
That can do brand gigs together.
Shiv and Shiki.
Yeah, it's a Kenyan couple.
Yeah.
They're very popular in social
media. Ugandan couple,
especially.
do we have any couple that?
I feel like Fabiola is trying with her guy, because every now and then when she gets a gig, maybe like to post to influence for like a resort or whatever, she'll go with her guy and then she'll post like that cute couple stuff.
Yeah.
Manuela and Brian do it. The Mulondos, they literally have a show, Ride with the Mulondos. And it's the two of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so I feel like some people take it to a commercial level.
Yeah.
But that's also sharing your personal relationship and you're now making money off of it.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing if you can manage it well. Yeah. So I think those are some of the ways people share. For some of us who are low-key, we only post on status. 24 hours and
it's gone.
Yeah.
But we still see. So if you stop posting, the in-laws are going to come for you.
You no longer post. Yeah. So before we get into why people post, why I mean that the part when you end a relationship, why do people feel the need to share their relationships online? In your perspective.
So to me, you see, okay, marking a territory.
Yeah.
To show everyone that this is my property. I went, I hunted, I got it, it's right here, it's mine. So I think especially, actually, both male and female, you're marking a territory and you're showing everyone that, you know what, I am messing with this person. So it's
touch
right
at
here.
your own risk.
Exactly, touch at your own risk. So that's, to me, that is a very common reason.
I think that is actually the most, if you ask me, that's the most valid reason as why people want to share. Show that this is my person and I claim them publicly and maybe I'm proud of them or whatever. There's a low-key, maybe there's also a bit of an ego thing of like I'm showing off my person.
Yes, showing off as well, yeah. Especially if you have either leveled up or you've got someone like at your standard, someone whom you're proud of, someone whom you're not, you know, worried about who will see and this and that. Yes, it's also a little bit of showing off. If you have a hot eye candy or arm candy, you want everyone to know. So there's a bit of showing off. Also to make people jealous, by the way. It's not just
haters.
Exactly. So it's not just the showing off of like I'm marking a territory, it's the showing off of I want the haters to hate.
Let them know I made it.
Or even showing off to your exes. Haven't you seen in Kwanjula's how girls say, Kativan tute, I have been taken, you people used to talk about saying all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's also a lot of showing off there.
Yeah, that's true. I think validation we cannot go without mentioning the fact that it's also a way to validate a relationship. I think for women, if a guy posts you, it says a lot. It's just men don't like to post. Guys, why don't you like posting with people?
I'm also wondering.
Studio audience.
Why they don't like posting.
Do you know that it is a way to validate a relationship?
Security? What kind of security?
The truth is, men who don't post want to keep their options open.
Yep. Exactly. But they'll take her away. But now, if no one knows you have a her, how will
she even be stolen to start with?
No. The thing is, everyone thinks she's available.
Exactly.
But then if people see that, this other guy has been posting her, the guy is, step back. Another thing also I think is in terms of the validation, as I mentioned at the start, it's almost the same way as you meeting the family.
Yeah.
It's like as if it's now a rubber stamp of yes, I see you beyond here. I see a future, and I genuinely want to be with you.
Yeah, because we always say it's not real unless they post you.
Yeah, yeah.
If I haven't posted you, man, anything can happen.
We shall get there. Another thing also, there is the that like it's a show of natural progression.
Yeah.
Of we have now left, as in we are now exclusive. You know. Like we are now progressing from, you know, just kicking and just friends and just shagging to now, yes, I am now like we are official. We are now progressing to the next stage. Yeah. So posting,
I think another thing that really stands out is, I mean, if we share everything, okay, maybe not everything, but a lot of our lives we share on social media. We share when we have a graduation, we share when we have made some important milestones in our lives. Why not share when we are in a relationship with someone?
Okay, so on the other part of why people do not post also, I'm going to bring up people who are just, who naturally do not share.
Do not share on social media.
There are especially men who have created a page, posted just their profile picture, and 7 years later, not even a single post.
7 years later. Those are creeps on our socials. I swear to God. Those are the guys who are DMing chicks, asking for nudes for no reason.
Sending dick pics.
Yeah. Like, why did you create a profile? Not even post
out
one
of pressure.
Thing. Which pressure?
They created because everyone is doing it.
That's
so
bullshit.
They're like, okay, fine.
But
let me just
that's
open.
like me on Twitter. I never post shit on Twitter.
Exactly.
I'm just there to spectate.
Yeah. Even me, IG, before about like 7 or 8 months ago, I had created a page. The only thing I posted, I just got some pictures from Facebook. I transferred it there, and that was about it.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 years to actually start using it. So it's possible that you're not just a social media
person.
Yeah.
But for those that are, I honestly see the reason why they would want to post their relationships, because it's just part of what they would normally put on their platforms, and I think it's a very natural thing, and it's something that's okay to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've talked about why people post. Now we also want to look at the rules, you know, how to go about sharing your relationship. Like, I know they're unspoken rules, but maybe we see them based on how people share or what they choose to share. So the question is, how much can someone share?
Okay, so if this person, if social media is part of your life, is part of your career, you are an influencer, you're posting like, you know, time, you know, with your boys, you're posting dogs, you're posting houses, you're posting something.
When you go out to eat, you're posting the food,
your food.
Yeah, a lot of
stuff.
So
there, it will just be natural for you to also post your person.
Yeah.
If you're proud of them.
Yes, you post them, but what are you sharing exactly? Are you sharing your intimate moments? Are you sharing your stories when you're at an event somewhere, you're taking a nice photo? You slide that into the feed that you're going to put online.
So most people do not post the ugly. They post the beautiful. You know, when we are, you know, having like a dinner date, when we are taking a walk, like when we are in the happy times. That's what they post. Also, you know, people say, people only post, you know, the good and they don't post the ugly. Who will set up a camera to start recording if they're having a fight? Unless you're narcissist.
We have seen couples that have public fights on social media.
Kiki and Darius.
Kiki and Darius. I mean, the guy could literally have texted her what he put on Twitter.
Yeah.
So was that worth him posting? I mean, if for us it showed a big sign of what is underlying there.
To me, like I said, and I'll keep saying, there was already something bigger. This was a cry for attention of guys. I am glad all of you have seen. This is what I deal with every day. So maybe if I publicly shame her,
to be less embarrassing for me,
no, she will actually listen, because he thought people would rally behind him, and then that pressure would get
some people
into
actually
her.
did rally behind him.
Unfortunately, it wasn't balanced. It was like a 70 against him and 30 for him. So a lot of people were...
Next couple, Daniela and Chameleon. She keeps throwing shade about their relationship. I mean, what was? Because I think now they are not really together.
Yeah, they're not.
She always keeps posting these weird things of how she's happy now. I don't know, she has like very cryptic posts, and whatever we get from it is that they were not happy at all. She wasn't happy in the relationship. Now where she is right now, she's so
like
so
she wasn't happy from the word go.
Yeah, I mean, she was suffering in the relationship. She always kept on saying how she raised her kids alone. I mean, like she gives a lot of shade. It's like having a public fight or humiliating your person, but through your posts.
Yeah.
She's not posting him, but she's sharing about the relationship indirectly. If you look at her feed.
But then if this is someone who never used to post anything good about him.
Until she left the country.
No.
I mean, yeah, she never used to post about them entirely,
at all.
Yeah.
So why does it bother us that, you know, she's now posting and saying things were bad?
Okay, so the question is, how much should couples post? What is worth sharing? Should we see your intimate stuff, like you're smooching in the bathroom and, you know, taking selfies while doing it?
The thing is, if you are that kind of person, it depends on the personality. There are people, like if Sheila never posted that, we would think, is she alive? Is something okay?
For her, it's
we are used
exactly
post, because her life has been in the limelight. That has been part of her life from the word go. Now, if someone like, let's say, Daniela did that, and yet we know she's not, you know, the one to publicly, you know, post, you know, her person and this, we would actually start thinking she's masking something.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need now? Why didn't you do it then? So all these questions are gonna come up. So to me, it depends on the kind of person and your relationship with social media. If your life is entirely on the limelight, we want to know everything,
and
post
we'll
everything.
keep demanding for more and
exactly.
more and more.
However, if your life is private and then all of a sudden you started, either you got someone whose life is like that and you're trying to catch up, or it's a midlife crisis, especially for men. It's just you got a younger chick who is now telling you, you know.
Tyrese, that's how Tyrese is now in his current relationship.
Exactly. So we start thinking it's a midlife
the
crisis.
Chick like she's a flower.
Trophy wife, Nanti.
Real trophy wife.
Exactly.
There's a couple I want us to talk about before we move on to the next thing is Courtney and Travis. The way they have showered us with their love. She never used to post her ex like that. Yeah,
she never used to. For Courtney,
I feel like we are now at a point where it's really a social media relationship. I don't think it's as real as they make it seem. Maybe she's happy. I don't want to take that away, but even them getting married, even them, it's like...
It's midlife crisis, by the way.
For both of them.
Yeah. She's in what? She's late in her 40s now.
Maybe mid or approaching her mid 40s.
No. Isn't Kim now in her mid 40s?
Kim is younger.
Yes, but isn't she in her mid-40s?
In her mid-40s. Courtney is pregnant, for crying out loud. No, she had a baby. She just had a baby.
Oh, she did already? Oh,
yeah.
Boy, girl?
I don't know, honestly. Yeah.
Okay, I do not follow her. All I know is that, yes, they post a lot. She is now a lot more... It feels obscene.
They feel like they're I mean, she feels like obsessed with
like there's sometimes I feel as if, are you kissing the man
or you're drinking him?
Oh
my God, it's like a lot of stuff.
Like, you're drinking. It's yuck. So to me, I feel as if it's midlife crisis. Before she was with a younger guy and she was trying to keep up. And everyone saw right through her. They felt as if you were trying too hard to keep up, you know, with this guy who's partying all the time. So she had to be grounded. Now, for this one, she's older than Travis as well, right?
Is she?
I think
they could be the same age, or I feel like he's older. He should be older.
Yeah, but
he's been around for a long time.
Travis is a rock and roll person. So I think she has changed her entire persona, her dress code, her everything to suit him. Now, is she overposting? No. She used to overly post. The thing is now, the kind of content she now captures. For example, if I'm marrying, there is Adrian Bailon, who married Israel Hughes. Houston. Now,
Houston, I don't know.
Houston, I think. Israel, the
gospel
artist.
Yeah.
Now, she used to post a lot then, but it was wild and this and that, and you know, she was like a single girl living like her life. After meeting Israel, who is now grounded in church, she still posts a lot, but all her pictures are now grounded. She's fully dressed. She's like a two-piece suit. She's in this. Now Courtney, it's the same thing. They're still overposting. Only that she's now with a rock star who has tattoos really everywhere, and now she's wearing nets, she's wearing all these things, and she's still posting the same thing. Their kissing is not like a regular smooch. It's like you're drinking the person, like literally. The ass is out. It's
like, why are
it's
we
because of the kind of person she's with. It's not, if this is someone who never used to post at all, she wouldn't still be posting. She used to post, only that now her kind of content has changed because of the person she's with.
Yeah, and I also feel like in most cases couples will only post the nice stuff. Very rarely do we see them bring out the ugly stuff, but unless Nadia, they're having public fights, like Salvador and his chick, when they're fighting, you will know.
Oh, really?
Those guys fight publicly.
Okay, however, the fighting, it's more of like scripted. All of us, most women do it. If you're having a fight with a guy, exactly, now your status of, you know, I don't know. I don't need a man to make me happy. You know, living my best life. Now that one, it's not you posting the ugly. The ugly I am meaning of Kiki and Darius, of it's a direct attack. Now, if you are having a fight, like I said, no one goes and sets up a camera and says, we are fighting, record. How could you? No one does that. So we all expect, like social media in general, people don't post the ugly. People post the beautiful. Because beautiful moments are what are captured. I don't even call people phony for that, because a lot of guys say, oh, you know, don't believe social media, people only post good stuff, but who captures bad stuff?
No one ever posts.
No one captures bad stuff.
We actually go through the worst moments of our lives alone.
Alone. Like, we don't bring it in the public eye.
Cool. So moving on, in the event of a breakup, and I feel that's actually now where posting usually backfires. So you've shared everything about your relationship, from how you met to the nice things, the trips, the luxury stuff. When you break up, and which we have actually seen a lot for other couples like Lori, what happens? And do you owe for an explanation for whenever you break up with someone? You're like, hey guys, so you see, we were together for 5 years and we decided to go our separate ways. You know that breakup post that they usually like to put out there.
So to me, I feel as if that post is necessary because people are gonna keep asking. You used to post, let's say Travis and Colt used to post Travis all the time. What happened? Have you guys broken up? Is everything okay? So to like avoid people coming up with their own narrative and spreading false gossip, the best thing to do is to send a collective post from both of you. You say, you know what, guys, we have called it quits. We ask that you respect our privacy, just like everyone always respect our privacy. In this difficult time, we still have a lot of love for each other.
The usual stuff.
We're still there for our kids. Yada yada yada. Yeah, it's just So we expect them to actually give us an explanation, because you took us there. Don't now just leave us hanging. Let us know where it progresses after here. Are you guys done? Are you on a break and you're coming back? Hey, season 1 ended. Maso Kulutimbe, tell us
what next.
We are shooting season 2.
Who is the next guy? I want to look at Lori Harvey and how she's had her relationships, and people actually always seem to think that she's doing it for clout, or like they're on a mission to just have like maybe a 1-year relationship, share the content, all of them get maybe like attention from the public, and then they break up like after 1 year immediately. Next thing you know, all the photos have been deleted. No one says nothing. Neither her or her exes say anything about what happened. They just keep quiet. Next thing you know, new guy on the way.
So Lori Harvey is doing what a lot of us women do between our late 20s into early to mid 30s.
Not mid. You don't hoe until you're mid 30s.
No, I don't even call it hoeing. Nadia, at that time you're finding yourself.
Yeah.
You are open to giving a chance to a relationship. But you are also fast to walk away if things do not work out. That is the phase whereby it's called serial dating. Now, does that mean you are whole? No.
Of course,
I date you for 5 months, it's not working out, I want kuguma. I'll move on.
Yeah.
I get another person, I date him for 7 months, it's not working out, I move on. Another person is 2 months. But I'm this kind of person of anyone I meet, I post them.
Yeah.
Does that make me a hoe? No.
Yeah.
Do you know how many other people are now hoeing?
We're
is you having
like
multiple sexual partners at the same time.
Most women are juggling about 3 guys at
Exactly.
That's
However, now me, I'm just serial dating. Of I give it a shot, it doesn't, I move on.
I don't feel the vibe.
So in 1 year, I may end up with 3 or 4 guys. I'm better than you, who has seven guys in 7 years, but all of them are there at the very same time.
Yeah.
So
basically sharing these STDs amongst 3 guys.
Exactly. You get, from this side and you take it the other side. So Nadia, maybe another thing that I want to ask, why do you think other people do not post?
I would say fear of humiliation. Like you've talked about, like you've already put your stuff out there on the internet for everyone to see. So I don't want to have to feel like I owe people an explanation of where did James go? What happened to James? What happened to Peter? What happened to like it's not worth it for me to go through all that explanation. And then if I'm not sure about the person, you said it's a 5 months thing, I'm still weighing out whether or not this is going to work.
If your relationship is very new.
It's still very new. I don't yet know where it's going to go.
Exactly. I'm not even sure of this person.
Yeah.
We haven't yet cemented, like the foundation is still wobbly.
So why am I claiming you online to my people if I don't yet feel that kind of security or that certainty from you?
And then there's some people who are just naturally private, like myself, Nadia. I've never posted my person.
Not even one guy.
not even a single person.
I've never seen you post.
Yeah,
I'm also very private. I've posted for some guys. Maybe like 2.
You post, especially if you're happy, the whole world knows you're happy. For me, you will never know. First of all, I don't do cryptic text.
I cryptic text the crap out of you. I will write a whole poem.
Instead, my text, there's sometimes when we are in the best place, but then something is so captivating, and then I post it, and then someone may think, are they fighting or what? I've never posted. I'm just private like that. And also, it doesn't bother me that he doesn't post me. It doesn't.
I'll get to that. A reason why I feel like people don't post as well, Fred mentioned it earlier, is killing of the markets. Because he posted you, now everyone knows I'm shagging with this guy.
Exactly.
Guy hasn't married me, guy hasn't done this. I want to keep my options.
The guy is marking his territory. For you, you still want to be
why the fuck are you
free
posting
agent
me when you haven't married me?
You want everyone to come and send in a proposal. Why
am I even posting you when you haven't married me or even said shit that you were going to marry me? So yeah, I wouldn't post
because we are going the same way. You meet my parents and my siblings and my friends before I marry you, right?
Yeah, but haven't met your siblings and your parents.
No.
Why am I posting if I haven't met them?
Right now, the social media, and that's why I said the meeting of the family and the friends has now been substituted with social media posting. So if I post you, it's the same way as then you meeting them.
Yeah.
So I am now declaring to the whole world that is the person. Then also other people do not post because they're just not into you. Yeah, they're just not into you. You're not it. So you will think whatever you want to think, and the guy is like, no, you're not just the person I want to be with.
Yeah, I also think it creates unrealistic expectations of like, if I posted a guy, like you talked about Lori and how people would perceive you as a hoe or whatever. If I post a guy today, tomorrow I post another guy, next another guy, people will begin counting, so she's been with how many guys?
Exactly.
So yes, I'm also giving off this energy of maybe I am...
She a hoe.
Yeah, maybe I'm for the streets.
Yeah.
Which is not the case, guys. But I mean, sometimes we actually judge people based on what they share, mostly about their relationships, if they are romantic relationships.
But that is true. We always judge people. Like, if you let us in, you will give us just admit we shall take a full mile. Because you let us in.
Yeah.
No one pressured you on posting your person if you have never posted. For example, no one will ever pressure me, we want to see him. The moment I now start, people now are going to start demanding.
When is the wedding?
Exactly. When is the wedding?
When are you
now,
guys
if I
getting
stop
kids?
for just 1 minute, what is happening? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
So if I never post a man, no one is going to ask.
Yeah. I think that's another reason why I do not post, or why I feel people do not post a lot, is there's nothing worth sharing. If you look at people who share their relationships online a lot, you're either posting travel, you're posting nice dates, you're posting like they bought you a nice gift, something like super, you know, out of this world. Okay, maybe not out of this world, but a big romantic gesture.
Nadia.
So if I don't have those social media noteworthy moments to share, why the fuck
I
am
disagree, Nadia. Me and Bay can just lay on the couch watching a movie. He's laying, I'm laying on him. I take a picture and then I put a caption. Causing with Bay.
Yes.
That is one thing.
So
I
there are
don't
some
need
people that
a
will
trip.
do
I
that,
don't need anything.
and they'll be comfortable.
Oh, we are taking a
and
walk.
then there's this other generation of, it has to be grand for me to post it online. So if I'm somewhere on a vacation with my boo, we're all, you know, looking snatched, we're at the beach, you know, and then we post and people are like, damn, that's it.
Yeah, couple goals.
Like if you are Lucy Smiles and her husband,
Yeah.
Lucy Smiles, whatever her name
Yeah,
is.
Smile.
Or,
Smiles.
or Nadia Matovu and her guy. Like, noteworthy moments. It's giving Instagram couple goals. Now, someone, yeah, I mean, my life may be nice. I'm having a very good time with my person.
We
but
could even be just sitting on
we
the
could just be
floor
sitting.
eating
I'm
popcorn.
having a good time, but I don't think it's worth sharing for everyone to see.
Isn't that now the kind of standard which social media sets and then
Exactly.
makes us think,
Exactly.
if I'm not on a yacht, I can't post a picture.
No, you can't.
If I'm not at the Bahamas, I can't post a picture.
Exactly. And I feel like that also creates a lot of pressure for couples, because now you start comparing what you see online vis-a-vis what you have.
Yeah,
in
he
your
doesn't buy me
relationship.
gifts, he doesn't buy me flowers,
Yeah.
he doesn't do this. The comparison now comes in.
Exactly. And
That's
that's one
true.
of the downsides of sharing so much online.
That's true. Okay, so if your person, if you want or you don't want your person to post you, okay, first of all, how does that conversation start?
About
Let's say now me, I'm not someone who posts. I'm not a social media person. Assuming that I got a man who is a social media person and he posts me and I'm like, okay, cool.
Consent.
And then me,
I think consent
do
is
not-
very, very important. Like if I date a guy that's maybe in the limelight, I need to know that for sure he has boundaries on what he would want to see on social media regarding his personal life. You're dating a celebrity or someone of the likes. Maybe you don't have to just post anything. When their hair is like a certain way, or like they're shabby, or even they don't want to post it at all. For them, they have a boundary in terms of what I share on social media. So I feel like you need to know, first of all, where your person's boundaries are, where they draw the line.
Yeah.
Is it a romantic gesture for them? Do they value that kind of attention into their lives? Are they even comfortable with you being their person?
So another thing also is communicates openly and honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you are the kind of person who loves to be posted,
I want to be posted.
instead of, holding nugu and sending all these cryptic things, just tell this person that, you know what,
It's my love language.
do want to be posted. I want you to show me off. So let them know, as opposed to you starting to, put all these ideas in your head. Yeah. And then another thing also, you may need to compromise at some point. If this person is not a social media person, if you pressure me to post you and I post you, let's say once,
on the status,
do
moreover.
not expect that now every single time I have to post because you do post me. If you look at Kenyan content creator Murugi keeps posting her man rarely posts her. And I think they have got to the point of the compromise of this is not him. So it is okay. Everyone knows he's my man. If the people who follow him, like he'll post like a picture or two once, maybe in 6 months or something, that is okay. It shouldn't be now, So people need to get to the point of compromise and knowing that your love language is posting. It's not really necessarily my love language to post. Yeah.
So to wrap it up, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. One is, would you post your partner, or have you posted before? I know you hinted about it. And if you did, what platform, what did you post? Give us some highlights into your life, into your love life.
So, the first time I posted my partner, it was the day we got engaged.
The hand thing or the hug?
No, it was because I remember it was a beautiful engagement. It was at a castle at the seaside and everything. It was winter, but the leaves were still on for some reason in that castle. So we were walking, holding hands.
Instagram-worthy content.
I did not think about it in that way.
Yeah.
Actually, the couple we were with are the ones who took the picture. Because I didn't even know he was going to propose. He just said, you know, we were from, you know, we spent New Year's in a different city. So we passed via this castle. It was so beautiful. So he held my hand and we were walking towards the castle. So now the couple who knew everything and me, I did not know, were behind us. So it was a picture of the two of us walking. And it was a bit far, but then it was like a very beautiful view at the front. So it was just a male and a female holding hands and walking. So it was our backs.
Yeah, so someone cannot look at it and say this is so and so.
Exactly. You could never know. It was very cryptic. That was the first picture I posted. Then I posted another picture on his birthday. It was a picture that I took when he was sleeping. He was sleeping. He looked so peaceful and so so I took a picture of him sleeping. Exactly. So now that is the only picture whereby there was a face, but his eyes were closed. He was dead asleep.
It was on your status. I remember that one. It was on Instagram.
I don't know. He posted it as well?
No, you.
No, I've never posted on Insta. I've never posted on IG.
So
never.
Status, basically.
Never. It was
status.
My WhatsApp status.
Yeah.
And that is actually the only platform where I have consistency on. IG, I don't even post my own family. The only pictures I post are myself, even my friends, very, very rarely. Because to me, consent is a big thing. So if I want to post and you are in my picture, unless maybe it was like a group activity, then yes. So I think I've posted him twice and we have been together for what, 2 years now?
Imagine.
Even more.
One posted,
yeah.
He's on a diet. I hope he knows he's on a diet.
Because I am just not a social media person.
But okay, let's say if you got married, would you post?
No.
If things progress to that level, you're married, you have children.
Posting is just not my thing.
So you wouldn't post.
So if at all I grow into that, then I'll post everything.
Does he post you?
No. And it doesn't bother me at
all. Interesting.
He actually has even never I think he posted me once also on my birthday. That's about it.
Oh my God.
And his post was even worse because he took a beautiful shot. I was standing at the seaside. There was sunset, and then I was holding a glass of champagne. So he took in that it looked as if I was drinking I was drinking the moon. So those like artistic things, and then I was dark, and then the moonlight is what was bright because like it was edited a little bit, and you could even never know who it was. People
have Instagram worthy moments, but they don't post themselves.
We don't. We really don't. We really don't. Yeah.
So for
but
me,
you.
The question is, would I post or have I posted before?
Please answer that.
Let me give some bit of context. I would want to post my partner as much as I can. Number one, I've always been on the low when it comes to dating.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me give reasons why. People I dated before I, realized that I needed to be in better relationships, were
not Instagram worthy.
No, they actually were Instagram worthy people, but they were in the limelight, some of them. And we were not like openly dating. So with that kind of,
you did not want to mark a territory and spoil his market.
Or
you did not want also the same for yourself.
I did not have the right or even the authority to even post them to start with, because I already knew that they were in the limelight. And also, I did not have the security in there to know that this person is actually my person. If they haven't proclaimed you as theirs, you have no business posting them online. So when I started dating someone that I felt very comfortable with, I did share, and also because they used to post a lot.
You have been sharing?
No, not this current relationship, but like some years ago.
Yeah.
And I was also still young then, and he was cute. I was cute. I'm like, this is a couple goals, so let's post some shit.
Did you guys discuss it before, or like
he was open. He was the kind of person who would take you out on dates, takes photos. I mean, that was new to me because I never had that kind of thing before.
Yeah.
In a relationship, so I felt comfortable enough to post because anyway we were comfortable like doing stuff together and publicly. And he was the kind that would hold you in public.
Yeah.
Take photos, a guy doing that. Yeah. Imagine taking selfies with you, and that was so new to me. So I got comfortable enough to share stuff with him. Actually posted on Instagram and Facebook a lot when I was dating him.
When you broke up, were the pictures still left
Some
there?
of them I deleted, but I did not really care that much. Actually, up to now, I still get pop-ups. Like
has he posted them? Did he post them?
He actually did post. I don't know. I don't go back and check his feed, but I think obviously when you start dating someone else, you realize you should actually check down these posts.
Maybe before you actually progress, would it bother you? Okay, assuming that I was a poster, and then I've shared. I'm Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
Though Lori takes down everything, and that's how we know she has moved on. But if you entered into a relationship with this person and there are pictures of the exes, would it bother you?
It wouldn't bother me for reasons being that's who you are, that's what you lived, and I also feel the same about myself. Like I wouldn't mind having your posts on my IG, on my Facebook, if we were together at a certain point in time.
Yeah.
If we didn't have a bad breakup, if we were consenting when we took these photos, we had a good time when we took them.
You may have actually had a bad breakup, but it was like the pictures
so I think
were
also the kind of breakup determines what you do after.
Yeah.
With like the content you have online. If it was a humiliating kind of breakup where you cheated on me, it was nasty, it was all out there, then obviously I would want to take that down. But if we broke up on like good terms, why would I have that kind of beef? You get? So for me, I honestly
are you saying that the people who take down the pictures, it's out of beef, animosity?
It's not really out of beef in most cases. I think sometimes it's just a matter of we don't want this out there for the long term. Like we're not together, so why do we have to keep these memories on the for the public? We can keep them for ourselves, not for the public. And I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah. So would I post again? I would want to, but I think I've also gone to a point where I realized that not everyone values that kind of thing, the kind of attention.
You still post?
I still post.
It's not really quite a lot. But let me ask.
I post a watch. That's what I post on IG. On IG.
Yes, IG. However, on WhatsApp status,
I can post if I'm feeling motivated.
Does it post you?
Birthday. That's it. Status. And
I've never seen him posting.
That's the reason why I don't feel comfortable posting him, because I'm like, if you don't post me, then maybe you have your reservations about what you want to share, and it's okay. And also because I'm not married, so I'm like, you know what, I don't even owe you, don't even owe me that kind of.
So if you get married, would you want him to start posting?
I would want us to live proudly and loudly. I want to be like Brian and Manuela.
Yeah.
Like it's okay for us to put our love out there if we are really invested in the relationship. Let's post it.
For me, the most weird thing is the putting of an emoji on the person.
What the fuck
don't
is that
post.
Like,
literally, don't post.
No one is asking you for
exactly.
Shit. Like, don't.
You're posting a cute picture and then you're putting like a doll or a bear on the person's head, and I'm asking yourself, like, what kind of attention are you trying to seek? I just don't get that. Yeah. So general do's and don'ts of posting or sharing on socials. As we close, what would you advise someone to do or not to do? You talked about the emoji thing. Yeah. Do not put the stupid emoji. That is just it's not really necessary. I don't really have any do's and don'ts, Nadia, because I've never really been the posting kind. You tell us. I think my do's and don'ts would be status is good. Don't go for the long-term feed unless you are comfortable. Consent is a good thing. If someone is consenting to that kind of content, then do it. But do people ask? That's the thing. Do people discuss? Really unspoken rules. I mean, if you know someone is doing these things of hiding, obviously they don't want to be in your feed, so don't even bother taking the content in the first place. Talking about consent, we have actually taken a couple of pictures during our vacation. I'm not even sure I've ever posted any of them. Because I think he knows you're not going to share anyway, so he's comfortable taking that with you. Now, my guy is okay taking the pictures, but because he never posts them, I know for sure he doesn't want
them posted.
Yeah.
But he's okay with us capturing moments.
Yeah.
The guys who don't even want you to capture a photo of them, or like you're on vacation somewhere,
and they give you the excuse of I'm not photogenic,
and you're
really?
the only person whose photos have been captured the whole time you were on vacation. Imagine that.
No, but it also happens. It has happened.
For me, that's a no-go area. I don't want to be someone who cannot take a photo with me, and that one there.
For me, actually, I will make him the cameraman. I forget. There are sometimes when he has to ask, "Oh
we
my God,
need
babe,
memories
this is
of
another
ourselves together."
This is
and
a
that's
nice
why, for me,
background. Can
honestly,
we take
guys, this dating beyond a certain age group, I'm not doing it. I'm not dating a guy who doesn't know that we have to take photos together and look cute. No.
No, but
It's
now
out of question for me. That's a boundary.
Okay.
It's a real boundary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah, for me,
other?
do's and don'ts, I would say also the intimate moments, like when you are sexing or when you're like nude and whatever. It's like, that's like porn now. Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's porn. Yeah.
Thirst traps of a couple together, for me, that's also not. Like what Sheila would post with her guy when they're in the bathroom. Like, I mean, it's not. We don't need to see that part of your life.
And now, if you break up,
unless you're only
and the
fans when you're
internet
making
never
money,
forgets.
you don't.
It's always there.
So you don't have to go to some
Then,
lengths to capture
if your
content.
kind of lifestyle is that, then I think it is okay.
Yeah.
Because Sheila's lifestyle is that. It's about oozing sexual appeal. Like, it's not just giving, but oozing. So I think that is, anyway, if your lifestyle suits that, then go for it.
Another do's and don'ts. If someone is not your man, you have no business posting a married man on your status.
Why would you do that?
People out here can be nasty.
Hey, that's blackmail, man.
Yeah, like you have no business.
You clearly know he's a side nigga or you're a side piece.
Yeah.
And then
just don't do it. Have your fun in peace. Eat that money in peace. Take yourself easy.
The sugar daddy is going to be having his towel and capturing your moments.
Private life. And do not post
them. Yeah.
I think that those would be my do's and don'ts. And
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if someone values that kind of thing, for them it's really a way to validate the relationship. You might want to think twice about what you allow them to post, whether or not you would want to even be in a long-term thing with someone who doesn't align with that side of you. Yeah. For me, my boundary is if you cannot take a selfie with me or a picture with me publicly, we're not dating. I'm not that old. I should. Dramatic. No, I'm actually being real because I realized from my previous experiences that was a very big red flag for me. I don't want to post for that again. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah. So I think that's it. We said everything that we know.
I think so. Maybe if there is anything else that we have not said, you let us know. Would you post? Or would you not post?
Yeah, and this is really a millennial perspective. I want to know what the Gen Zs say.
Yeah.
I feel like Gen Zs are more out there in terms of what they share.
Marking their territories and showing everyone.
The Snapchat people, the TikTok people. Yeah. They're all out there doing couple challenges and whatnot.
Yeah.
So let us know what you would post, whether you're comfortable with sharing your love. And we'd like to hear from you in the comments. And make sure to share, like, and subscribe. And until then,
ciao.